Day 3 of our Europe trip, we are going from Sirmione, Italy to Riva del Garda, Italy, and I could not be more excited about sharing this because it was one of my favorite days. Hello and good morning. Spend day 3 with us on our Europe trip. We are still in Italy and we're going from Riva del Garda and Sirmione to...
We're going from Sirmione to Riva del Garda. Both are on Lago di Garda.
Okay.
They're both on the Lake di Garda.
You can tell who's the navigator here. This handsome man, not me. But it's so beautiful. We can see the snow-capped mountains. We stopped for coffee and pastries. And when I tell y'all, we had cornetto. It's apparently an Italian croissant. Michael knew about them. So good. I've also only loved sweet coffee my entire life. And when I tell y'all they have the best espresso, I got an Americano. Incredible. Literally so good. So we'll show you the views, take you around today, but we're so excited. We cannot wait. So we'll see you soon. Drive from Sirmione to Riva del Garda was 2 hours, but it was along this coast and these were the views, so did not mind whatsoever. The first thing we did when we got there was go to the caves that have waterfalls inside of them. I don't even know how to describe it, but this is the lower deck and we didn't even know that there was an upper deck until we saw people walking around the corner and we were like, ooh, we should follow them. But the funny thing is those people had rain jackets on and we were like, I wonder why they have rain jackets on. Well, we suddenly found out why they had rain jackets on, because after this, you go into the cave and it's like the waterfall in the cave is so powerful that it like quite literally blast you into the face. And so we were not prepared whatsoever, but honestly had a good time. Michael walked out of there sopping wet and I was laughing at him and he was like, you should see what you look like. We were both just absolutely drenched. But seriously, I've been to Colorado and I've traveled around and I've never seen anything like this. It was like a light show with the waterfall and the cave and there was an opening. It was insane. Honestly, there isn't really words to describe how beautiful it was. It was just one of those experiences that you should definitely do. If you're in Riva del Garda, I 10 out of 10 recommend doing this because it wasn't like anything else. It was seriously breathtaking in the best way possible. We got into town and threw our stuff down at the Airbnb and went immediately to the beach because this is supposed to be like a dupe of Lake Como. And everything in this town is kind of closed right now because it's winter, but there's a couple food places open. And the best part about it not being the season for this town is that there was literally nobody except like 4 people. So we just got to hang out by the beach for a couple hours and sit and chill and honestly just catch up. Michael and I have spent so much time apart over this last year, and so this year walking into it, we just wanted to be together. We wanted to get to talk, catch up, spend time together, and that's exactly what we did. We ended up walking around basically the entire part of the town, probably a few miles, just seeing everything, taking it all in.
Use Google Maps only.
Yeah, we did learn the hard way that you need to use Google Maps because for a lot of reasons, because we've literally been using it for like 3 days and look how pretty this is. And dude, the mountains are just, this place is the most aesthetic. We're moving here.
We can take the long way. Do you want to take the long way?
No, let's go get the scooter. We're walking right now to try and find a scooter rental. We're very excited about it. So here's the situation. There is an elevator that takes you to the top and
you can show that
it's not there. Yeah, so this is the fortress, that thing, and we're trying to get to it, but there's no like easy way to get to it. So we were like, okay, we could rent bikes, but the issue with renting a bike is it's kind of expensive, like for 2 bikes. So, and all of them are closed right now. And so we were like, okay, we'll look on Google Maps, see if there's one open. And as we were like, wonder if anything's open, literally found a like scooter, like a moped rental place. And I was like, okay, but think of how fun that would be. So Michael immediately went into dad mode, as he does. And he's taking us to a scooter rental place and we're gonna rent a scooter. Hopefully they let us rent it. I just love all of it. We're walking through the little town right now. We're in Riva del Garda. We've been eating it up. Yesterday, we had a really good time in Sirmione. There definitely was a lot of things closed because it's definitely more of like a beach summer town, but that didn't stop us from having a good time. We still had a really good time, and we just had to walk a little bit more. A lot of things weren't necessarily open, but we still got to like look inside of them. And we saw some Roman ruins, which was really cool. So I'm excited for that vlog. If you haven't checked that one out, go watch it. But we're having so much fun in Europe. It's been really amazing. Despite we're not sure what's happening in America right now on the front of staying in the Marine Corps, getting out. So hopefully by the time that we are back, we will know that answer. But just praying in the meantime and enjoying and soaking in all of this trip that Michael planned, because he did an amazing job. Okay, so we didn't get the Vespa, but we're gonna go back in an hour because they were closed. So now we're just walking around for the time being, but it's so beautiful here. It's literally insane. I can't even believe that a place like this exists. So we're gonna walk around and then we'll go back to the Vespa place and attempt to get a Vespa. We weren't able to get Vespas, but we did end up getting these cute little teal matching bikes that we rode all the way to Arco, which is like a 4-kilometer. I don't even know how much that is. I think it's like 3.5 miles, might be a little further. And it would have been great if Michael didn't get a little case of hypothermia, but it's okay. All worked out. He was a little miserable after that, but we ended up riding around for a few miles, seeing the sunset. We came back to this spot actually, as you'll see in the next clip, and the sunset was even prettier a couple hours later. But we loved riding the bikes. Honestly, it was so cute, and it was just us two. It was a fun little date that we got to do, and definitely a memory that I'll cherish forever. There's really nothing like this that I've seen in my entire life, where the mountains are quite literally thrown into the sea. It's absolutely stunning, and I definitely recommend coming here. We will absolutely be coming back in the summertime, but we had an amazing time. I can't wait to share more of our trip with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this day, and I'll see you next time.